Hey guys, Classic Boy here, and we're back with another video. Now today is something different. It's not a gaming video. It's not a gaming video. What else did I do besides a gaming video, right? Today, it's a story time. And it's basically a story time of my first day at my summer job when someone fell off of one of the rides. Now, I'm going to get to that story soon, but before I do that, I just want to let you guys know that I've been wanting to do a story time for the longest. I literally made a video back in not even 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago, back in 2019. It wasn't even video, it was gameplay, because I was going to use it for the background. And I tried editing on iMovie, but then I gave up on it because it took a long time. And that was the days when I used to edit on iMovie Mobile. And those days were tragic. Those were tragic days. But those are behind us now. Those are past us. But yeah, I've been wanting to do a story time for the longest. And now you guys know. And yeah, this story time is basically about someone falling off a ride. On my job on my first day there. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned because I'm about to explain to y'all what happened. Alright, so the first day, it was on my birthday. So, because that was when because there was only letting ages 16 and up. Even though they did let ages 15 and up work there too. But, yeah, I guess they ran out. I don't know. They just made us work there on our birthday. So, before all that happened, well, before I even say that, I'm going to tell you guys now. Where I worked at in the summer and where I'm working at now is the Steel Pier. If you don't know where that is, that's basically in Atlantic City, New Jersey, because that's where I live at, obviously. So, yeah, before all that happened, I woke up, saw a lot of birthday wishes and all that stuff. I got what I wanted for Christmas. I got what I wanted for my birthday and all that stuff. And before I had FL Studio, I was using LMMS at the time, which is another producer software, which is really good and it's for free. So I was using that, and I was using that for a while until we went to the barbershop and my mom took us there. And that was before we had to go to work, which was 6 o'clock. So we went there. We went to the barbershop. We got our haircuts, all that type of stuff. We walked home for a little bit, and then my mom picked us up, took us home. And then while that's happening, I'm just basically nervous because I know that we have to get ready soon. So I'm just nervous, really nervous about the whole thing because, it's my first day at the job, summer job. I don't want to mess something up. So I'm just nervous because I know we're about to leave soon. But before we leave, because I get ready, well, me and my brother get ready. And before we leave, my dad came as well, too, before we actually went there. For some reason, we didn't get in the car right away and just start driving there. We were just talking. I don't know what we were doing. We finally got in. We drove all the way to the borough. Well, yeah. And then before we went there, we took some pictures. Because I guess it's our first day at the job. So we went there. We went to the Steel Pier. We went to HR. Waiting to get our uniforms. And then once that happened, my boss I got introduced to my boss. He asked me if I could cook. I can't, so I told him no. So he said, "You're going to be a food runner?" Then he showed me where all the places that they had the food stocked up at. And he was a cool manager, by the way. He was a cool manager. So right after that happened, he introduced me to the co-workers there. They were cool too. They were funny. They were cool people. And they were just showing me where all the food goes to at every certain food stand, all that stuff like that. And the beverages as well too. So I was messing up, I'm not gonna lie. I was messing up certain places, and I was I was just messing up because it was my first day there. So I'm just working there, and I was working there 6 through 12 at the time. So it wasn't really that long. It was 6 hours. Isn't it? I don't know. But yeah, I'm just working there basically. They're showing me around. I'm just they're like basically just showing me the ropes as being a fruit runner. And it wasn't bad at all, to be honest, because time was flying by so fast, and because we're just moving around back and forth with carts, getting everything. So now I'm finally gonna get to the story. Now, while we're doing all this, we were still working, obviously. Out of nowhere, we see so many security guards. They run all the way to the back of the pier, and that's where the Crazy Mouse is, where pretty much everybody goes on the still pier. So they ran all the way to the back. So we're thinking that it's a fight, right? We're thinking nothing of it. So we just continue working, right? And then next thing you know, we see someone get pulled out in I forgot what it's called. It's a stretcher, yeah. They get put out of a stretcher. He's wearing a white shirt with pants, and he has one shoe on, and he doesn't have another shoe on. We see him bleeding from his head, and we see someone like right there by his side. So we have no idea what's going on. And then I hear people saying, throwing around this, like, he fell off the Crazy Mouse. So we didn't know what really happened. So we're thinking that it's the ride operator's fault, because, you know, you got to make sure that before the ride even starts, you got to make sure that the seatbelt is tight and everything is tight, so we won't be able to fall off and be safe. So we're thinking that it's their fault at first. That's what I was thinking. I was like, they should get fired because someone just fell off the Crazy Mouse, right? We don't know what's going on. We don't know how it happened. So a few minutes later, one of the ride operators told one of my coworkers what happened. So it turns out that the dude with the white shirt, the one that fell off, he had a hat on. And before the ride started, before he got on the ride operator told him to take the hat off. He told him to take the hat off before he get on the ride, right? So he took it off, and then when the ride operator wasn't looking, he put it back on. So he put it back on, and then when the ride started, his hat flew off. So he decides to get off the ride, go on the tracks to grab his hat, and then the Crazy Mouse hit him. So it hit him, and he fell off the ride, and he fell off. And that's basically what happened. We haven't even heard from him since. So it turns out it wasn't even the ride operator's fault. It was his fault. And yeah, that was crazy. And that's not even the first time that someone fell off a ride in a pier. Because I remember back in November, someone fell off the train ride off the pier. And like, this happened several times by now. That's why I didn't want to be a ride operator. Because, you know, I mean, it's not bad to do. But it's also a responsibility where you gotta make sure no one falls off the ride. And that happens. That doesn't happen often, but it happens once in a while. That is true. So right after all that happens, basically the rest of the day, I was just working, learning around on what to do. That was pretty much it. They were showing me the ropes, and then, you know, it was 12. I got off of work and went home, and yeah, that was pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick story time. It wasn't that long. And let me know if you guys want more story time videos, because I'll be glad to do them, because I always want to do them. I had a video out, but like I said, did not go as planned. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time video. I'll see you guys soon. And as always, Classic Boys out. Peace.